Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Nancy. I wanted to kind of do a project share of an event that I did, or a class I did with Simon Says Stamps and Tim Holtz. And if you didn't see my unboxing, I did an unboxing the day of the event early in the morning. I was whispering because it was almost like 6 o'clock in the morning and my husband was still sleeping. And this was the box, and it tells us not to open until the holiday collage class, which was yesterday, July 11th, with Simon Says Stamp and Tim Holtz. So we this box was full of it was packed to the nines, let's just say, because it was a little bulky, so I wanted to show you the things I made, and there's so much left over from the box that you can continue to create. And since July is considered Christmas in July, why not? So let me show you what we did first. We did a card, and as you can see from the card, we did a lot of layering. So we used a lot of his ephemera, some of his layering packets, some of his chipboards. I can show you. Oh, sorry, I just dropped that. We got an acetate. These were his chipboards. We used that. We did a lot. So then what we used was a new product that will be coming out sometime in, I would say, mid-August, end of August, with Ranger and Tim Holtz. So this was considered, and we got a sample, a small sample. And it is from Distress, and it's snowflakes. It's glitter and mica flakes. So just gonna put it there so you can see it. And so we got the mini sample, and we used it to use on our card. So for example, this one was a shaker card, as you can see, and we were given Distress crayons, which we took some of his paper dowels, and on his he used the man in a uniform. I used this little girl. And what we did was, and I always wondered, like, they're black and white, what can you possibly use with that? But I did not know, and I learned how to color these. So I used the blue and the red that we have. I don't have the red out. And I colored her black coat. So there was that shadow of blue. You see the red cap, the red hat. Then I did the shaker, which I've done shakers before, and I'm getting better at it. But this was really different because this was glitter. Oh my God, I had glitter. Look, I'm gonna show you the container that I used to do some glitter, glitter some of the items. And by the end of the day, as much as you try to keep it contained, there's no way of containing glitter. But I had fun because you can see the mica and you can see the glitter, and you use the two, you cut your acetate to give you the window. And this was from, I think was from his layering set. This was not the chipboard. And then, you have, and we also did some inking. So as you can see, this kind of was not, it was all this color. And they provided, for those who didn't see the unboxing, they provided a small cube of Distress ink, and this was ice spruce. So we did that. We did a lot of, inking around. And yeah, so this was my card. Similar, but not similar. So kind of like that. And oh, we use that tape or that sticker that he makes, like old-fashioned tape. Look at that. I've never used it. And let me tell you, I was blown. Because there's certain things that I love Tim Holtz. There's a group of us, they call him Timmy, and I love his products. But when that tape came out, I just didn't know how to use it. So knowing how to use it, and him showing us in this process, just brought up a lot of ideas, and he does a lot of like grunge work to a degree. So I got to thinking, oh wow, I know I could maybe make some tags and do that. And we got some extra tags that I could use. So it was pretty cool. So we did that. The second, I think this was the second. So this is a number 5, I think he said, tag set, or 8. So there are 2 tags in here. So there's a solid, and the other tag, they provided, they cut the tag for us, so we don't have to do any die cutting. But there's a die that they gave us. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Make sure. Oh, I left that at the other table. So they gave us this die, right? And on the die, you get these slots. And then you could do an outer. You could cut the outer and just get the slots. Well, they did it for us, and this is how it turned out. So each slot has an item, and then it's made for you to put a gift card. Now, I didn't have any gift cards or old gift cards, so I used one of my transit cards that we used to for me to commute and buy my monthly pass. And this is what I was left over. So here's that. And then you had all these ephemeras and layering. And then he gave us these mini clips. And I haven't used, it was hard to open up, with my hands and nails. But I managed. And you don't, at first I was going to glue it. And when I went and looked at how he actually did it, he clipped this to the gift card. So, because technically, how is the person going to use the gift card at a store, if it's like a Starbucks or anything like that, unless they use their app? But, we clipped it, and I put it in there. I put all these other items from his packets. Here is the peppermint stick. It's not real. It's paper. He also has a chipboard on this, and I decorated the back with the number 25 and Merry Christmas. And I think behind that I have something else. And then I inked it around, because we all did. I mean, it looked darker when I did it, but now it seemed like it lightened up. Then I used this 25 with the star. And then he gave us silver and gold paper, glitter paper. So what we did is we took one of the sentiments from the sticker book and we put it on one of the gold paper. And this is what it came out. I like this. I really do like this. I'm very excited. I was so excited, because you're watching them live, but and there's the chat, but you can't really kind of you talk to them or whatever, and I'm acting like I'm talking to them on the I don't know if you ever done that, like, oh yeah, and laugh at the, it was just a fun day. Then we did just a plain old collage, right? So we took the smaller tags that they provided, and then we collaged. Each of us did whatever we wanted to do. So I did this. I took various items from each pack. I separated them because we all had homework. Anyone who purchased the box was sent an email couple of days or before the live, and was given a homework, and it's basically kind of taking everything from each packet, separating it, putting what you like from each packet on top, to help you decide what you're going to use. So you're not, during the process and doing the actual work, you're not wasting time trying to figure it out, I guess. So, and I did that. But again, when you're actually working on this, you want to, like, whatever you picked that you thought you were going to use, like for me, I'm always changing my mind. So I never really used it. So, but I found this to be so liberating, to kind of just go with the flow and do your own thing. So this is what I did. And it's like the little boy holding the sign that says Christmas, I think it's Christmas greetings. And the way we did it was we collaged everything, even covering this hole, right? We collaged everything. And then what you did, once you did everything, then you can take your hole puncher. Now I had one and I couldn't find it. So I found this old one I have, and it still works. And I actually purchased one because I couldn't find these. And then from the back, you punch the hole, right? And that's how you get your tagging. You can put your string around it. You can do whatever you want. So I kind of wanted to, that was amazing, let me tell you. So those were the three. And then the last project, they gave us a frame. We used his, and he gave us some garland, and we made a wreath out of it. He gave us some baubles, or not he, I mean Simon said, stamps, put together this in collaboration with Tim, put this together. So it gave us some wax candles, some ribbon. So we did this. Now, I put this greenery, this is paper. I put this because the chipboard frame, for me, didn't fit quietly, tight. And to me, I still saw the gap and it was bothering me. So I just decorated it to cover it up. And then you just stand it up on your desk. See? Or if you want to give it to someone, you give it to someone. Or hang it up somewhere. Because what we did is, this is how the back looks. Now, one of the pieces came out. One of these silver pieces to hold that in came out. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you like what you saw. You liked my projects and what I made from the class. I am going to tell you that the repeat is on. You could do all this but use your own material. I would say try it out. You won't have the glitter, but if you have like collage medium, you have, let's see what the other things we used. And this is the first time I used glossy accent as glue. Then we have the collage medium. First time I used this. I don't think I have this at all, but I'm telling you right now that if I don't have it, I'm going to get the bigger bottle, because this was amazing to use. Amazing. I learned how to use this. I learned how to use the glossy accent. So hopefully I can come back and do some more projects shares with you of things I've made. I'm going to try to make some other Christmas items in keeping with the Christmas in July theme. So I hope you like what you saw. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification. And I will put that email I'm sorry, the link to the video in my description box, and take a look. It was a great time. It's a 3-hour video from soup to nuts, you know. It was Tim Holtz and Heidi, the founder from Simon Says Stamps. They were both together. They were working side by side, and it was just a great dynamic to see. So again, thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification button. And we were talking through about that. So much love to everyone, and happy crafting, and see you again. Bye.